Today on MTG Unpacked, it's time for a double dose of chaos. That's right, we're cracking open 2 Chaos Mystery Boxes. These are my vision for how a Chaos Mystery Box should be. And today's patrons, we have Luke Killam and Kane Carpentier. So rolling odds and evens. So we've got odds here, so we'll take that one for Luke and the other one for Kane. Let's get into it. Thank you for being a patron, Luke. And the theme this month is villains. So if you've got any guesses for the villain cards in here, so we have foils, leave a note in the comments. Starting off with Modern Horizons 3, Karlov Manor, Tarkir, Dragonstorm. Ooh, a very spicy one. We'll take a look in a second. Bloomburrow, Final Fantasy, and Innistrad Remastered. Let's switch things up here and take a look at your awesome foil mythic. We have Perforos, God of the Forge. Awesome card from Commander Masters, originally in the OG Theros block, I believe. Alright, so let's get into it. Tarkir, Dragonstorm, and the patrons get the rares, mythics, foils, and anything over a buckle, the art cards, and anything from the list. And we do all of that to save the patrons on shipping costs, starting off with Trade Route Envoy, Focus the Mind, Mardu Devotee, Meticulous Artisan, Abzan Devotee, Embermath, Sentinel, Summer Intimidator, Karakit Guardian, Alchemist's Assistant, Encroaching Dragonstorm, Iridescent Tiger, and a Mythic Storm Scale Scion. Nice. Foil Durga Island Dragon, and Tranquil Cove, and a double Spirit token. So grabbing the sleeves here, not sure of the value on this one. This is probably like a low-end mythic, but we ain't complaining. Onto some Karlov Manor. So this is one of these sets you hardly ever see on the channel. Not one of the more popular ones, but we do like to open it from time to time. We've got Hustle and Bustle, followed by Thinking Cap, Person of Interest, Dramatic Accusation. They went this way. The Chase is on. I like these artworks. We'll chuck that in. Hazda Vigilante, Toxin Analysis, Gadget Technician, a Goblin Artificer, and an awesome Imp token. Chucking it in. We've got a Mountain, Absolving Lamassu in foil, and Hide in Plain Sight for the rare. Mistway Spy, and Detective's Satchel. Moving on to some Innistrad Remastered. So this set, they reprinted all the stuff, or some of the stuff I should say, from the original Innistrad block, along with Eldritch Moon, Shadows over Innistrad, and the newer ones. We've got Crawl from the Cellar. That is some creepy artwork right there. Moldgraph Millipede, Festival Crasher, Traveler's Amulet, Guardian of Pilgrims, Midnight Scavengers. This is the meld one, isn't it? Yeah. Half a card on the other side. Then we have Killing Wave, Clear Shot, Honeymoon Hearse, Compelling Deterrence, and Deathcap Glade for the rare. Also got Ghoul Tree, Retro Border, Foil Bloodmad Vampire, and a Retro Plains. Let's check it in. Oh, and an art card. Don't see those that often in the set. Abundant Growth. Okay, moving on to some Final Fantasy, and if you're in the US and you enjoy Chaos Boxes or Final Fantasy, check out mtgunpacked.com, link in the corner. So I've restocked the Fantasy 5-packs, Dragon's Horde boxes, and Pure Chaos. Check it out. We've got Weapons Vendor, along with Haste Magic, Shinra Reinforcements, Town Greeter, Ice Magic, Syncopate, Vincent's Limit Break, nice. The Imperial City of Arcades, so that's Through the Ages artwork. Magitech Armor, Random Encounter, Valkyrie Aerial Unit, and Balthier and Fran for the rare. Foil Fight On. And then we have a Forest and an awesome art card there. That is Sorceress's Schemes. Moving on to Bloomburrow. And by the way, I think the Steam Summer Sale has started. So I'm thinking about picking up some Final Fantasy games. Let me know in the comments which ones you would recommend. Next up, we've got Take Out the Trash, Ravine Raider, Baker's Bane Duo, Shore Up, Warren Elder, Junkblade Bruiser, Head of the Homestead, Long River Lurker for the uncommons, Seedglaive Mentor, Stocking the Pantry, Stormcatch Mentor, and rare is Lunar Convocation. Oh, nice. Winter Forest. Which is your favourite season for these lands? Let me know. Foil Overprotect, not too shabby. And a very sinister art card indeed. This is Tempest Angler. I think that's supposed to be a creepy looking otter. Alright. Modern Horizons 3. Let's see some nutty Eldrazi. And I hear rumours of Eldrazi perhaps in the Edge of Eternities. Let me know what you think about that. So that is the next Magic set coming up later in July. We have Signature Slam, Faithful Watchdog, Rosecott Knight, Horrific Assault, Sheltering Landscape, Dross Claw, Glimpse the Impossible, Ether Spike. Art card is Ugin's Binding. Awesome. And what else? A foil Swamp. And a foil Sink into Stupor. That is a pretty nice pull. On the other side, Soporific Springs. And then we have Devourer of Destiny for the rare. Nadir's Nightblade, Rush of Inspiration flipping into Crackling Falls, and Worm Coil Lava. Alright, so the best pull here, my guess, would be, I'm going to say probably this dragon. So enjoy the pulls there, Luke. And next we have Kane Carpentier. Thank you for being a patron again. Guesses below for the foil villain card. Maybe the playmat is a little bit of a hint there in case you're having trouble. We have Modern Horizons 3, Zendikar Rising, Outlaws. Okay, there we go. There's our villain. Tarkir, Final Fantasy, and Wilds. That's a decent selection. Okay, so checking it out. So we have the showcase version. Foil Mythic, Olivia Crimson Bride. Nice one from the Innistrad Crimson Vow set. Alright, so we'll set that aside for you. Moving on here. Wilds of Eldraine. This is one of the more popular sets on the channel. And actually we do have packs of this in the Fantasy 5-pack boxes on MTGUnpacked.com. Got an art card. It is Into the Fey Court. Foil Swamp. Very nice. Hopeful Vigil. Bestial Bloodline. Redtooth Genealogist. Ice Raw Sentry. Succumb to the Cold. Redtooth Vanguard. Candy Grapple. Voracious Vermin. Curiosity. So there's our Enchanting Tale and a Mythic. We have Kellen the Fey-Blooded. I think it's a little bulky, so we won't sleeve it. Then we have a foil Vampiric Rites, along with Flamekin Village from the list. So a little symbol in the corner denoting a list pull. 1 in 4 set boosters have those. So this one is from Commander 2014. Were you playing Commander at that time? And if so, do you remember the deck that is from? Let me know in the comments. Next up, we got Call the Mountain Chocobo for Final Fantasy. Quatrub Foray, Commune with Beavers, Ice Flan, Summon Chocomog, Sahagin. Nice Vein, Carudus Solidor, so the alternate for Finn the Fangbearer. Check out my deck tech and gameplay video in case you missed that. Link in the corner. That had a pretty astounding win rate at the time. Stolen Uniform, Opera Love Song, Poo Poo UFO, and Crystal Fragments. Nice borderless art. We'll chuck it in. Summon Alexander, and the Darkness Crystal for the rare. Foil Valkyrie Aerial Unit, and Gone Town of Ruin, Awesome art card. That is a horror. The Final Days. Okay, Tark here. Want to see some awesome mythic dragons once again. Maybe an Ugin would be nice. We've got Crotic Nestguard, High Spire Bellringer, Osseous Exhale, Molten Exhale, Worthy Cost, Segu Pummeler, Aggressive Negotiation, Sibzig Appraiser, Frontline Rush, Opulent Palace, Strategic Betrayal, and Zergo, Thunder's Decree. Didn't one of the commander decks have Zergo in it? I think it was a different card name though. Descendant of Storms in foil, Thornwood Falls, and a double spirit token. Outlaws of Thunder Junction, I would say. A very underappreciated set. I do enjoy this one. Looks like we've got to do a card trick here. Starting off with Map the Frontier, Neutralize the Guards, Doc Orlock, Grizzled Genius, so a legendary, we'll chuck him in. Razzle Dazzler, Lone Shark, Skullduggery, Spinewood's Paladin, Stagecoach Security, Reckless Lackey, a Goblin Pirate, and a bird on the other side, a plot. Chucking it in, I think it looks cool. Lonely Arroyo, followed by a foil mythic, Terror of the Peaks. Yes, we'll sleeve it up. And Savage Smash for the breaking news. Chucking it in. Rakdos joins up for the rare. Intrepid Stable Master, and that is it. So always good to see a mythic dragon, especially a foil version. Moving right along, Zendikar Rising. So this is going back to the very first set booster here. And we start off with, I can't remember that thing, weird looking creature. We have Canopy Baloth, along with a Fuller Island, got to chuck that in, Tazim Raptor, Mesa Lynx, Vanquish the Weak, Blood Price, Feed the Swarm, Demon's Disciple, Solundi Vision, flipping into Solundi Isle, Blood Price. We just got that, didn't we? Okay, some duplication going on. Skyclave Plunder, and another mythic. Tazri Beacon of Unity. I think that one is total bulk. Alas. Fisher Wizard, a Goblin Wizard in foil, and a Magic minigame. Strictly better. Kane is clapping and running around the room with glee, as you do when you pull a Magic minigame. Final pack here. I don't know if we'll make it into the greatest hits playlist today. The greatest hits in channel history, link in the corner. Over 600 videos and counting. Final pack magic today. We have Solar Transformer, Piratic Rebirth, Foreboding Landscape, Wing It, Temperamental Oozewag, Obstinate Gargoyle, Molten Gatekeeper, Petrifying Meddler, Scurrilous Sentry, Phyrexian Germ with energy on the other side, Reckless Pyro Surfer in foil, and Amphibian Downpour. That is a weird looking creature there. Then we have Fledgling Dragon for the uncommons, Disciple of Freyalise. I think this is still decent. Garden of Freyalise. On the other side, Triton Wavebreaker. And that is it. Okay, so I'm going to say the Mythic Dragon here is the best pull of the bunch. So enjoy the pulls there, Kane. Pop those in there if I can do it. There we go. Hope everyone's staying safe and healthy out there. Thanks for watching and have a great day.